theory about Thor Ragnarok that could blow your mind on today's mind-blowing Nerdist news. Will Thor and Hela be going stone to stone in Ragnarok? That's what we're thinking after getting an early peek at a new Lego set depicting the film's climactic battle scene. A scene that's going to double the destruction with double the Infinity Stones. But before we jump into all of that, a little refresher is in order. Previously on Nerdist News, we speculated that Hela would be living up to her name by causing some serious pain and anguish for our favorite god of thunder, using the power of the Soul Stone to reduce his hammer and his hometown to ashes. These theories were pretty much confirmed by the first full trailer where we see Hela destroying both Mjolnir and Asgard in short order. So now the big question becomes, how is Thor supposed to stand up to the power of an Infinity Stone, especially now that his trusty hammer has been sent up to that big workbench in the sky? Well, it looks like the only way to fight Infinity Stones is with Infinity Stones. And by the way, we're about to head into potential spoiler territory here, so if you want to stay unsullied, better turn away now. And while you're at it, better turn away from every toy aisle you may accidentally head down between now and November, because like most big movie spoilers these days, this one comes on the cover of a kid's plaything. Alright, so today, leading LEGO news source, thebrickfan.com, released this box art for the upcoming Ultimate Battle for Asgard playset. It's filled with a ton of cool details, including Valkyrie flying into the fray, placing this event somewhere at the end of the movie after Thor has escaped the Goldblum gladiator pits. You'll also notice a Bruce Banner minifig flashing them green peepers, signaling a momentary Hulk out. There's a big bad pup off of his leash that we're guessing is Fenris, aka Fenrir, a monster from Norse mythology foretold to kill Odin during Ragnarok, so it may be time to say bye-bye to the MCU Sir Anthony. And then, of course, there are Hela and her berserkers, giving us our first good look at the demon-looking dudes we briefly saw attacking Heimdall in the trailer. In fact, there are so many cool things in this Thor LEGO playset that you may actually end up overlooking Thor himself. But that would be a big mistake, because that is where we get our biggest hint of what's in store for the final showdown between Thor and Hela. Here we see the son of Odin charging into battle, and sadly, it looks like he hasn't gotten his hammer fixed yet. Aww. But on the upside, it does look like he's wielding a new weapon. A weapon that turns his eyes an icy shade of blue and allows him to hurl color-coordinated blasts of energy from his hands. And what kind of weapon could grant him this power? Maybe, just maybe, another Infinity Stone. Whoa. Like the Infinity Stone currently hidden beneath Asgard. As you probably remember, at the end of the first Avengers flick, both Loki and the Tesseract, which contains the blue space stone, were returned to Asgard for safekeeping, and it's pretty much just chilled out there ever since, aside from a cameo appearance in Thor's vision bath during Age of Ultron. Our guess is that once Thor realizes Hela has an Infinity Stone, he's going to bust into his dad's storage unit to grab his own, thus making this the first real Infinity Stone throwdown in the MCU. Up until now, the gems have been parceled out pretty sparsely, with usually only one or less appearing in any given film, but in Ragnarok, everybody is getting an Infinity Stone. You're getting an Infinity Stone! You're getting Infinity Stone! You're getting Infinity Stones! Except really just Hela and Thor. Yeah, but that's still a lot, and a clear sign that the Infinity Wars are just around the corner. Of course, it's worth mentioning that as of now, the Space Stone is still encased in the Tesseract, leaving us pondering if Thor will have to bust open the Cosmic Cube to get to the cool prize hidden inside. And if so, is that the action that will really set the Infinity War in motion? Thor's vision of the future from Ultron featured the Tesseract shattering, and when it did, we immediately saw a brief glimpse of all the other Infinity Stones combined on a hand that we can only assume belongs to Thanos. So now we're thinking that when Thor breaks the Tesseract and really unleashes the power of the Space Stone, it could signal Thanos to its whereabouts. Thus, Thor's attempts to save his home could actually bring about the war to end all wars. But what do you guys think? Will Thor and Hela be throwing Infinity Stones at each other? And will this signal the beginning of the Infinity War? And most importantly, is it time for LEGO sets to start coming with spoiler warnings? Let's discuss. Be sure to check out our live daily show, Nerdist News Talks Back. We break down the day's biggest stories, talk to the fans, and generally just have a great time. You can check us out Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock p.m. PST on YouTube and ProjectAlpha.com.